Recently, a friend of mine asked me, he said, Smart, how can you tell that a woman truly loves you? Without any hesitations, I said, well, that's simple. You can tell that a woman truly loves you when she puts you first. And I was expecting a follow-up question, to which he said, how can you tell that a woman is putting you first? Which brings me to what I want to discuss in today's video. How can you tell that a woman is putting you first? Now, I feel like it is important that I point out I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imaginations. Everything I'll be covering in this video are solely based on my experience and things that I believe to be true. So, if you think that I'll leave anything out, feel free to comment below, feel free to send me your feedback, and just give me your own contributions, okay? Let's get started. There are several things that a woman does that shows that she puts you first. In this video, I'm just going to cover 5 because I believe these are the important ones. Number 1, she cares about you. When we talk about caring, I know on the surface it can seem very basic, but sometimes caring goes above and beyond. It goes into an extensive level and into an extensive part. Let me give you an example. When a woman checks up on you every day, let's say when you wake up in the morning, you have a message that says, hi, how are you doing today? I hope you have a great day. Or when she calls you throughout the day just to know how your day is going, whether you have eaten, whether you're okay, you're not sick, there's nothing wrong with you. That is care being displayed at a very basic level. Now, it gets into a much more deeper part when a woman starts showing concern about your psychological state. Are you in the right frame of mind? Are you okay? Are you sick? Are you stressed? So when you have a woman that takes the time to ensure that psychologically you're stable, and of course your basic needs and basic necessity are met, then that is a woman that truly cares for you. And that can be interpreted as a sign or as one of the indications that she puts you first. Number 2, when a woman puts you first, she empathizes with you. Well, empathy is about putting yourself into someone's shoes. It's about looking at things from someone's point of view. So if you have a woman, let's say you two are engaged in an argument and you say some things that you did not really mean, and then she can look at you and say, you know what? I understand. You were mad, you're angry, so you said some things that you didn't really mean. For example, maybe you had a long day, you came back home and you decided to take out your frustration and your anger on her. And instead of her getting angry, she looks at you and said, you know what? I understand. That is a woman that empathizes with you. There's several other examples that I can give, but I just want you to understand that empathy is about someone looking at things from your point of view and trying to compromise. Okay? Number 3, another indication that a woman puts you first is when she protects you / when she defends you. The world we're living in, it's not possible for everybody to love you. It's not possible for you to be 100% right. So there will come a time where you'll be at loggerheads, you'll be in disagreement with some people, or you might have people out there that are going to say things about you that might ruin your reputation. If a woman stands up and defends you, if a woman protects you against the ill words or the ill actions of other people, that is a woman that puts you first. You know, this is really no-brainer. When you're in a relationship, especially a committed one, and you have a woman that says, you know what, baby, I know you're wrong, but out there, I'm going to stand with you. When we come into closed doors where no one can see us, I'm going to tell you the truth. So I need you to understand this. A woman that protects you in public, a woman that defends you, a woman that stands by you through thick and thin, a woman that is not willing to leave your side no matter what, is a woman that puts you first. So that is number 3. Number 4, another indication that a woman puts you first is when she makes sacrifices for you. Now, I think this one is huge, and I feel like the other ones that I've talked about can all be found in this sacrifice stage or level. Because understand this, if you have a woman that understand how man is going through financial difficulties, and she takes her own money, her hard-earned money, or wherever she gets the money from, and give that money to you, that's a woman that truly loves you. If you have a woman that looks at you and see that you need certain thing in order for you to get at the point where you need to be in life, and she's willing to be there with you every step of the way, that's a woman that truly loves you. So sacrifice comes in different level. It could be as simple as a woman just being there with you through the rough times, to the point where she has to sell her properties, she has to sell her clothes or her things just to support you. Now that's the woman that loves you, and that is a woman that makes sacrifices for you. And last but not least, a woman that forgives you. Now every man is going to have flaws one way or another, and most men, one of their main flaws, of course, is cheating. Now I'm not saying that when a man cheats on you, you should keep forgiving him blindly, but I'm saying that a woman that can look at you and say, you know what, I forgive you for what you've done, make sure you don't do it again. That's a woman that loves you. That's the one that puts you first. So in summation, I just want to say that if you have a woman that cares deeply about you, a woman that empathizes with you, a woman that protects you and defends you in public, that defends you in your absence, if you have a woman that is willing to make sacrifices for you, and most of all, a woman that will forgive your transgressions every time you make one, then that's a woman that puts you first. That's a woman that truly loves you. So, like I said, a woman that puts you first is a woman that truly loves you. And sometimes these characteristics or these qualities that I've just described, you might not see them very clearly, but they show up if you pay attention and you look closely. Now, someone might argue, what about a woman that gets jealous? Isn't it possible that she loves you? In my previous video where I talk about jealousy and I describe it as a very ugly characteristics, if someone loves you, you make them feel secure to the point where they don't get jealous. So why jealousy may be an indication of love, I don't really consider it to be as one. I just want to say, someone that puts you first, a woman that puts you first, is a woman that truly and absolutely loves you. If you derive values from this video, I would appreciate it if you consider liking, following, subscribing, and more importantly, just leave me your thoughts, because I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.